Hey guys, it's Christina. How's it going? I really love student-led conferences and I'm excited to share how I put mine together. It has been just such a game changer for me. It just really makes parent-teacher conferences just go a lot better and smoother, and the kids are the ones that run most of it. So it's amazing. I really like it. So if you want to see how I do my student-led conferences, please keep watching. So first of all, leading up to them, there are some different things you have to do to get the kids prepared to share different things with their parents. But once conferences come around, they're pretty familiar with things and they're able to explain things really well to their parents. The great thing about this is they know their scores, they know the expectations, and they know where they should be. So they're more involved with their learning, which I think is really beneficial and it's awesome. So there's two different ways that I've done this before. I have a binder which has hard copies of different things in it and they mark everything in the binder, or you can do one online. And what I plan to do, now I'm doing one online, is I plan on printing it out right before conferences and putting it into their binder with work samples just to go along with it. So what I basically do is throughout the term, we will just go through and I'll teach them, of course, and then when the test comes around, I'll tell them what they got on the test and they will mark it. So now they're marking it in on their computer, or they can mark it on a hard copy. So that way they see where they're at, and I'll also explain where they're supposed to be. So for my school, what we do is we do a scale from 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4 is beyond, a 3 is on grade level, a 2 and a 1 are approaching. So the kids know where they're at, which really helps because they'll know where they're at and they can know what they need to work on, what they're doing well at. It's just, I think it's very eye-opening for them, and I think it helps them to just get an understanding of where they're at. And I think a lot of times people have a hard time with this because, you know, what if they're scoring low? What if they're getting 1s and 2s? So what I do then is I tell them, okay, it's all right, you got a 1 or a 2. These are some things we need to work on. And then I'll go through the process of reteaching them, and then we'll retake it and see what kinds of improvements we've made. So it's just really great. And also what you can do as well is if you do a retake, you can maybe show the retake in a different color so you can see how much they've grown. So basically throughout the term, we mark these scores in all these different areas like math, science, writing, reading, different areas like that. And we will also put samples in like tests or essays or important assignments, so they have things or items or evidence to go along with their scores. And then once parent-teacher conferences roll around, we have all these scores and materials available to show their parents. And then right before, we do a little practice run, and I run them through what they're gonna say and what they're gonna show and what their scores mean again, just so they're still very comfortable and familiar with it. I also have like a little checklist or something for them to follow along with during parent-teacher conferences, and of course, I'm there to help them as well. But we start off with them showing their scores and where they're at with things and what they're accomplishing so far. And I think it's fun for the kids because they get to show all this work they've been doing and all this progress, and their parents get to hear it from their child. And then at the end of the conference, of course, I'll have a few things to say and I'll give them a progress report or take any questions or anything like that. But it just makes things run a lot smoother, and it's fun to get the kids involved. Okay, so that's pretty much how I run my student-led conferences. And like I said, I've really liked it, and I think the parents like it as well. They really get to see their child involved and really explaining where they're at. It's just really cool to see. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.